Welcome back. So the big news for this afternoon is this. GameStop, it's been speculated for quite some time, but it has been confirmed. GameStop is going to add Bitcoin to their treasury. That's right. It's finally confirmed. Now, how much cash does GameStop have? How much Bitcoin can they add to their treasury right away? You may be wondering. Well, approximately 4.61 billion. Billion. Look at that. Look at that cash pile grow and grow and grow and grow. And after this announcement, look at this. Their stock shot up 8%. Can we have another one of those short squeeze moments happen starting tomorrow? So why is this significant? Obviously, having another company embrace Bitcoin, adding Bitcoin to their balance sheet is a plus for Bitcoin. This is exactly what Michael Saylor has set to accomplish, to get everyone involved. And we saw the CEO of GameStop recently take pictures with, I think, with Saylor himself. So it was rumored that this is going to happen, but obviously after getting board approval, unanimous board approval, everyone wanted it. This is awesome. But also keep in mind, you know, all the Wall Street capital and all that stuff, right? You got a lot of degens out there. Like they may be coming in, right? A lot of them probably got into meme coins already, to be honest. But a lot of them probably are still sticking with GameStop. And maybe like someone like Roaring Kitty, who still has a huge influence, maybe he's going to be pulled into Bitcoin now, right? To pull in some of those degens into Bitcoin would also be a big plus. So overall, I think this is a win, win, win for everyone, for GameStop, for Bitcoin, and for degens that love to trade and cause short squeezes. Hey, there's a lot of short squeezes that happen in crypto all the time, especially with all those shorts, right? Let's get those degens in and get them involved as well. So that's the breaking news for tonight. Outside of this, today, overall, Bitcoin did pretty well. Right now, as I'm recording this, 87.8, and you could see Bitcoin is slowly trending upwards, still following this trend line, not breaking above, still below, but still trending upwards. That's a good sign, but we want to see Bitcoin break above. It's going to happen. Slowly but surely, we are recovering, and many of the alts are holding on to their gains. This is good. You're starting to see money flow back in. I showed you guys 8 consecutive days of ETF inflows. Let's see what it is tomorrow once we get the official count. And we still have states that are trying to get their own reserve. Look at this one. North Carolina trying to invest 5% of their capital or state funds into Bitcoin. This is pretty good. Pretty good overall. Eventually, what's going to happen is we're going to break above 90K. We're not that far off, right? We hit 88.7 yesterday. We hit almost 88, I think, today. Once we break through that 90s, we can relax a little bit. Remember the days just a few weeks ago when I was trying to tell you guys no one should be scared of Bitcoin in the 90s, right? It kind of sucked that we fell onto the 80s and hit 70s a couple times. But now that we're coming up and up and up, if we get back into the 90s, it's going to feel a whole lot better. But overall, like I've been telling you guys, this is just a distraction. This is a way to allow the big boys, the whales, to pick up while the retail investors, while even Wall Street, while they're panic selling. And this is definitely time not to panic sell and not to fall for the FUD, right? Because when in doubt, zoom out. Realize that, hey, we go through a lot of these scary times, okay? Sometimes it's due to crypto events. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's due to macro events, right? We're going through one of those macro events right now. But when we get past it, and sometimes it takes months. You know, some of these corrections that you see, sometimes it takes months, right? And according to this, we're probably not going to get out until June timeframe, which is what I've been saying. I think we may be going up and down sideways a little bit for a couple of months until that quantitative easing starts. But that doesn't mean that we can't slowly recover back into the 90s, low 90s, mid 90s, and kind of hover there until we're ready. That wouldn't be a bad thing. And then when we're ready, when that money starts flowing, that's when we recover in a big way. And not only that, we continue forward and this bull run continues. This bull run is not over. Just because we had a few months so far of red does not mean the bull run is over. Not by a long shot. Okay, so hopefully you guys are staying strong. There are a lot of good things still happening. Something else that's unrelated to crypto, but also related to crypto is this. Trump signs executive order to enable the U.S. Treasury to modernize its payment system to reduce fraud, waste, and abuse. What do you think Benson is going to utilize? Probably some kind of blockchain, right? Recently, I've been talking a lot about American-based crypto projects, right? Like the likes of Hedera, the likes of Cardano, and many others. They're in conversations. Maybe one of them is picked. Maybe at this point, even XRP Ledger. Maybe one of them is picked. Think about that. If the U.S. Treasury is now balancing its budget or tracking its transactions somehow on a blockchain, on a chain, how awesome would that be? That would be a significant move forward, right? And that could be coming anytime. So that's why the fundamentals of Bitcoin continue, or crypto, is moving forward in a big way. And speaking of XRP and Ripple, it's finally over. So now we get more details that Ripple has agreed to pay $50 million in fine. Okay, and they're gonna get $75 million back. Originally, the SEC was trying to get $125 million or $150 million or whatever. So they settled at $50 million, which is a lot of money, but according to Ripple, that's really a slap on the wrist. Okay, so it's over. Finally, everything is done. And you know what? That ETF is probably right around the corner. But also, the SEC dismisses another case against Immutable. I totally forgot about this. So SEC dismissed that case. That's a pretty big one as well. Again, the landscape is changing. SEC is dismissing all these cases, one after another. And you got to thank Ripple for that, because now all these cases, basically, before declared all these project securities, none of them could be declared securities now, right? All pretty darn good. Pretty darn good. We got a lot of things going on, guys. A lot of things. Tomorrow will be an interesting day. With GameStop now embracing Bitcoin, I wonder if that's going to have a media effect tomorrow. Right now, Asia's open at night, and it does seem like they're not selling off. They're slowly adding on, and that's a good thing. Let's see what happens tomorrow. Are we going to get a short squeeze once again? And how much of that $4.6 billion is GameStop going to put into Bitcoin? Hopefully, all of it eventually. It's probably not going to be like Sailor where they're just going to put all of it right away. maybe just 10% of that or 20% and slowly build up. But it's a good start, whatever they choose. All right, guys, that's it for tonight. Smash the like, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Join me live, 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. Have a good one. Bye-bye.